What's going on, guys? Welcome to Double Tap. This is Mash Those Buttons podcast dedicated to the FGC. And if you're here live with us on Twitch, thank you for tuning in. This is Double Tap Live. You're catching us a day early before our podcast goes out. We're out here at localhost Philadelphia, filming live in just the heart of it all right now. FGC all around us. Buttons are being pressed. Salt is going up, including my own. I'm Crash Tag. I'm one half of your host. This is my almost damn late to the show host, Jeremiah Mezaward.
I made it, guys.
This dude literally
Parking.
walked in like a minute before. I mean, we prepped everything beforehand,
Yeah.
but you walked in about a minute ago. I was almost about to strangle you.
I didn't think parking would be that bad today.
Yeah,
but it's so nice.
It is a nice night. Sixers are playing.
Oh, yeah,
it's
true.
kind of wild right now. So all the usual spots for me, like I barely made it through.
Yeah.
But thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us this week on this episode. If you're new to the show, if you're new to the live stream as well, this is a podcast dedicated to everything fighting game related. If you're pressing buttons, if you have any kind of interest in fighting games, whether it be playing the game, in the culture, in the scene, the drama, TBS. I watched that second episode, by the way. We'll get into it in like one quick
I
second.
was going to get overly
Oh
excited
my god!
and sad
Oh
at
my
the
god!
same time.
We'll get into
You know
it
I
in
don't
1
wanna watch
second.
the
I'm
show
not.
anymore.
I'm not watching anymore. But
Can't watch
anyway.
it anymore.
You guys can first check out this show. You can follow us on Twitter at DoubleTapFGC, and make sure to follow at Nerd Street Gamers N3RDST Gamers on Twitter as well. They are the ones that are giving us the facilities here, hit us with the production. They even gave us a producer out there. He's got like some wild ass curly hair. It's his hairdo we gotta talk about later.
Well,
but
except
he's behind the ones and twos for us tonight.
Yeah, finally he's back.
Yeah, he slacked on us. I had to do it
everybody
last
needs
time.
a little bit of a hiatus. We had ours. I guess he had to have his. So
Yeah, I guess so. He had to do some school stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, we got an interesting show today. It's a little, like, it feels like it's going to be a little bare, like the notes
Yeah.
seem bare, but it's enough content in there. But we're on a schedule today.
Oh god.
So the rants may be a little, little subpar tonight, but it's
Did
because
we
we got
did we get hit with the what I think we got hit with.
we got hit with a lot. I'll explain why afterwards though. But yeah, we're gonna go right into our game updates. And this week, man, if you haven't heard, the buttons are really loud. You might even hear it right now on the live stream. But Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, the beta is live, and we have plenty of setups here.
I wish I wasn't sitting here right now. I wish I was sitting over
You know
there.
what? That's luckily I got here early.
That's good.
I got here early, so I got a chance to sit down with some of the guys, like Unio guys, Blaze Blue Cats, and they're all playing right now. We're actually going to get them in
Oh,
the
nice.
Folks Attack to kind of get their initial impressions
Okay.
of the game. So we'll talk about that later. But it is live, so if you have pre-ordered it now and you're watching this and you're like, oh, snap, I didn't know, now you know. So
Yeah.
go out there and get your download on.
And even if you didn't pre-order it right now, go pre-order it now so you can still get it. I mean, it's only beta for the first 3 days.
Well, it's for the pre-order.
Yeah, for the
For
pre-order.
9 to 12.
Yeah, but that's so it'll open up to everybody else
Mhm.
for the next about I believe Saturday and Sunday will be the next days it opens up for people. So the general mass who didn't pre-order and want to just give the game a try, you'll be able to do that Saturday and Sunday, and that will be like the 4-character test for them. And if
Okay.
they really want to pre-order it.
Okay, cool. And with that, we got the. Did I just say also like twice?
Yeah.
Okay. I just want to make sure I caught myself there. So they also released the Cross Tag Battle, the introduction to the actual game. We're going to pop that in real quick, have you guys take a look in case you didn't get a pre-order of it. We'll have it right here for you guys. There we go. I haven't seen it myself yet, so.
Yeah, me neither. I purposely did that.
Yeah.
You want to go first? Or you want me to?
I mean, I liked how it was structured. It was cool because it kind of the first thing I thought of. I mean, it's an intro, supposed to just kind of catch you just like that, right? It started off with everyone in their own respective games with their own characters from their own universe, and then as like when they started getting hype, you started noticing cross. Like the best one was that Chie or Makoto that crossed what's his name from Persona. Homeboy with the daggers. Yeah, like crossed him. Like that was the trigger. Then from every shot after that, everyone was starting to mingle. It got hype. It got hit the peak, and then then it reverted back to that. It went from like, oh, we're in our own worlds, starts crossing, and then it's like, oh, now I'm back with my own allies. Now we're all just gonna cross each other. Shout outs to Exhibit. Yeah. You know, that's where that comes from. That whole cross stuff is like old school, like hip hop, so and so X whatever. Now that's like the symbolism. We're not gonna get started on that.
No,
right?
But I mean, honestly, I think it's nice. It was a nice little intro. I mean, in all actuality, I didn't like it. I started liking it, and then when they did the crossover, I was like, "Yo, this is gonna be hype. They're gonna have people clashing," and then they didn't.
Yeah, it was like a little lackluster. Not a lot of action.
It was like they half-assed it. I'm gonna be honest.
Wow,
they half-assed it. And I'm gonna call it what it is because this game was rushed, but it was half-assed. That opening could have been so much better. We've seen great openings from Arxis before.
Yeah.
Guilty Gear has a wonderful opening. The only problem I have with this is they kind of just didn't want. I don't know if they didn't have rights to do anymore to like crossover more like that, but we have the characters in the game, so I would think the intro would be more crossover. Have maybe like Murakami and Ragna actually clashing at the end or something like that. It was just a little standoffish. Like
you felt like they just missed some opportunities.
It was just pushed together. That's all. But other than that, I mean, it was the first time we got to see Ruby transformed into an animated 2D format.
Yeah.
We've never seen them in that. So
You're
that
right.
was pretty cool.
That is the first. Remember, that's a 3D based series. So I mean, hey, it's cool. It's an animatic. It's a cinematic. It's supposed to.
6 out of 10.
It's gonna roll in some kiosk somewhere in the GameStops right now that are demoing and all that kind of good stuff just to get your attention.
As long as it brings more people in, I don't care.
Yeah, of course.
That's the most important.
So if you haven't, once again, pre-ordered it. Pre-order it now so that we can get access to it and play just like all the other Misfits we have going on over here. It is going to be released for a May 31st in Japan, and it will be a June 5th for us. Just spoilers, first-hand impressions. I'm hearing people are just liking it so far.
Disliking it?
Yeah, they're liking it. I haven't heard some gripes here and there. Some of the players that we'll have on definitely going to talk about that. But, you know, there's definitely – it's not perfect. But from what I'm understanding right now, it's a step in the right direction. Speaking of stepping in the right direction, I don't know if they are, but not only did we get the whole, BB tag battle demo out, or the beta, but we now have patch, the first patch. We wished that you gathered all 7 Dragon Balls, and we wished for 16 to get destroyed. And Cell, promptly
3, right?
put his boot down on his face once again.
You get 1 wish or 3 wishes?
This is Earth. You only get 1.
Okay, yeah, they fucked up.
Yeah, they fucked
Hard.
up, right?
Like,
okay.
I mean, don't get me wrong. They did some justice here. For
Piccolo players aren't thinking that right now.
Well,
But I hear that's also not just the fault of Arxis.
They had to work on making sure the system was functional still. If they change too much about the characters and they change things at the function that the system functions, it may break a character and make them unplayable, or it might make a character like Perfect Cell.
I can see where you're going with that. Well, basically, in the patch notes that we got that went live, was it live today or yesterday?
Yes. It was live as of yesterday.
Okay.
Yesterday night.
So we did get some, quality of life updates here, the modes, replay channel, combo challenge, and training mode as well. These were all just quality of life. These were not, I don't think, the system mechanics. I mean, I hope these weren't the system mechanics that they were alluding to. They were talking about actual gameplay mechanics that they want to tweak. That was like the big thing.
Yeah.
That didn't come through here. This was definitely more of a quality of life / just nerf. I don't want to say just nerf, but just balancing.
It was like patch notes.
It's your standard fixes for certain things.
It's like when we have NRS come through and they're like, okay, this isn't really a big nerf to everybody, but we could see there's blatant issues. We gotta change. We gotta fix those things. And I mean, they definitely did. Just starting off with Beerus. If you guys don't know his, I don't know how you guys want to take it as notation. 2B or 2H, or 2 medium, however you want to say it. But 2 medium, 2B, actually got fixed. It used to allow him to slide and it would track people. But the problem is he had no recovery, so people were just punishing him for free. So they reduced it so that he actually could recover fast enough to be able to press light or anything like that. He had 28 frames of recovery originally. 28 frames of recovery.
You had a whole half a
and
second
you
to
cannot
punish
press
that?
anything out of it.
It wasn't cancelable?
Nope.
Wow.
You
Okay.
were
Well, yeah.
absolutely
See,
committed to
some
that move.
characters definitely like it was just I didn't even know that was actually a problem with him. Was it the only problem the character has? I don't think because you played him for a bit, right?
I played him for a bit, but I did talk to Oreo, the wolf, Oreo, who plays Marvel, but now playing Dragon Ball. He loves this character. I like the character too, but there's a lot of issues that are still unaddressed. But that was a really, really big, huge issue that had to be fixed. Is the character more playable? Yeah, but he's still not going to be up there on that high tier list.
You don't think he's gonna be breaking that top list
Yeah.
anytime soon. So we got a couple other things as well. Some funny ones I saw. So Krillin now, like you remember his Sensu Bean, that was his assist. And I think you can only do 2 or 3.
So it was only three Sensu Beans.
After that, he throws a rock.
Yeah.
So it was useless. Basically, like it did nothing. Now I saw the video early, and until I read the patch notes, I was like, what's the point? Because someone then was able to do Vegeta Big Bang into Krillin's little rock throw, but then he can link another Big Bang into that. So they changed even the hit stun duration on that. So now he can actually like extend combos. So it gives him a duality. Now it's no longer 3 Sensu Beans and he's up. It's 3 Sensu Beans and now first of all you got rid of and that's like for the entire match, right? You only get 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, here's the thing too. He can also choose through the input now. So
okay.
That was a really big buff that he got, which was even though people still know Krillin's kind of not that great, this is really, really pivotal as him being a support character because that's what we expected him to be.
Mm-hmm.
And now he actually is a functional support character with it being able
with
to...
a very lame assist, but yes.
Yeah. But I will say originally...
I'm going to throw a rock at it. That's all he thought.
Well, I think they said it was like based off of like one moment in like Dragon Ball history, and that's where they literally pulled it from. I think it was like from some game or something like that. I don't know
If anybody knows, feel free to chime in or tweet.
Just real quick to finish
us.
noting on Krillin.
Oh yeah.
He is a lot better as a character now because this allows for his rock setups to be a lot stronger. And if he does get a hit confirm, this is gonna open up a bunch of doors for him, especially because there's a lot of loop combos that he has already. This is gonna open up rock loop combos that I think are gonna be a lot more efficient.
And now, like you said earlier, just now that you can decide whether or not you want him to extend combos or be a support assist, that's pretty powerful in itself. So let me see. Nappa, yeah. Knockback distance of opponents, so Nappa's jumping down heavy attack is more likely to hit twice. Yeah, first thing I asked was Rogue Yoshi, like, yo, how are you feeling so far? These good, like Nappa, Boo, Vegeta's what he ran. Yeah. So like everyone else, Vegeta's been dropped.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Because we're going to talk about him, and I think people are doing the wrong thing.
So he's dropped them, but he put them with Cell or Vegeta Blue. But Nappa seems fine. He nothing here kind of mitigates his actual the damage scaling. Sure, as you can tell, it's a little different now for the Cybermen, but not. You're not really caring about the Cybermen's damage because you're using them for Oki. You're using them to set up to then get another reset to another opening. So your damage is still coming from that, but so the damage that you're getting from a Cyberman nerf or whatever, it's literally nothing. It means. I keep saying nothing because it literally is nothing. It has no impact whatsoever.
The patch essentially didn't really fix or really
didn't do anything
or nerf
much.
people enough to the point where they're non-existent.
So yeah, they hit a lot of different characters. Of course, we're just gonna pick on some of the more popular ones. Gohan, now lightning legs loop pressure is not a thing anymore.
Yeah.
EX is still pretty good, from what I'm hearing. It's not like complete God. It's not like they just chopped his legs off.
Just like Gotenks now.
Yes, so you have to spin meter. It's fair. Spin meter to get the mix up or get the pressure. That's kind of like it's equal exchange. Like call it Full Metal Alchemist, call it whatever you want, but that's what it is.
Now the scary part is real quick, just so to note. I don't know how that's going to affect short characters because short characters used to be able to deflect right after the normal one.
Yeah.
But now they might have a lot more privilege. They might actually be able to punish. So it's a very scary thing to think about.
Oh, no, excuse me. Sorry, guys. I'm dying over here. I need to get me. I need a Sensu Bean real soon. Android 16. There we go.
Okay.
Now players will be able to recover from the ground when hit by 16's dynamic driver and remove invincibility to ranged attacks from 16 standing heavy, jumping heavy, and crouching heavy. So no more hard knockdown on the the trash can move. There's no more hard knockdown there. So his Oki game has suffered a lot. It's no longer free. You don't get just a free pressure afterwards, which is cool.
I think it's fair.
There we go.
I
It's
mean,
fair.
if
That's
he
the
wants
right
to
word.
get Oki pressure, he's still going to get that level 3 pressure.
And remove the invincibility to ranged attacks from 16 standing heavy, jumping heavy. So it's no longer armor or something like that? Is that what it was specifically?
So ranged attacks can just blow it up now.
Is that what it is? Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
they
So
don't
ranged
want
attacks
people
will.
just being able to do it full screen or like, oh, I did a beam in your face and you're hitting heavy and hitting me. So
Got it.
that's
got it.
gone.
Okay, there we go. So is it that bad? No, because this general game plan work more or less. You have to adjust now. No more hard knockdown, but like that includes the dunk, doesn't it?
All of it.
That's why, right?
Only
Okay,
the
all
level
right.
3 will be hard knockdown. That's what
Okay,
everybody should have.
that's all right. That's why. Yeah, now it's Never mind. His gameplay is completely like switched up. If his damage is still good,
Solid.
it's fine. Like now it's like more honest. Like if you get the hit, you get the hit.
So
You
it's
might
like,
need some sort of gimmick to kind of keep that going. Maybe you need like a boo assist, kind of like the Nappa thing. You need the boo assist to kind of lock
Exactly.
down. Now that you can't do Vegeta to lock down, which we're about to get
I
into
think
right
a lot
here.
of people we're going to start seeing a lot of Goku blue switches. That's going to be really big.
Really?
Not that he has a hard knockdown, but it'll set up for a better knockdown. Even though his assist isn't a complete hard knockdown, it'll still support that. So I think that's still the Android 16 route. People are going to have to start getting used to doing different things, but level 3 is going to be their kind of go-to.
All right, cool. And, of course, Vegeta, Super Saiyan, reduced the duration of block stun for his assist. So, lockdown, you can now deflect, or not deflect, you can now super dash through it. So, it's not free. It's at any point you can super dash through it. It's no longer just like you have no gap. It's super dash through it and you blow it up.
So what used to happen is, everybody would just be like, I can't super dash. I can't do anything. I got to just respect it.
Now you can. So, that assist is
anytime.
basically
It's
dead.
not bad.
Like, the assist is not as good as it was, so people are already going to call it dead. Could it have its utility somewhere else? I don't know. We'll see.
I mean, I look at it like 18's calling out 17 in her projectile. You just have to mix people up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta force.
Wait a
people
minute.
to
You got to
respect
be honest. No, I want to be cheap.
Yeah, I mean,
I
but,
want to be cheap.
Vegeta's not a very honest character, no matter what. So.
Well,
He has
as
a
anchor,
DP.
as anchor,
he has
yeah.
a free DP.
Yeah.
I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah, he does.
Character's not honest.
So, yeah, I mean, like I said, there's still a nice laundry list. Cell. Actually, Cell didn't. That was another one. The amount of memes from Cell, like, I had returned with my full power intact and all that stuff. I was like, what's going on my Twitter? Then I found out after the patches. Cell didn't get touched. They thought his legs were going to get chopped off. He wasn't going to regenerate that.
They made him better. So his psychokinesis is basically when he does his command grab, for those that don't know. Now it actually shows up behind instead of like right in front of them, so that
so it doesn't. It no longer it no longer appears behind the opponent.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now like people will be able to see it a lot clearer, I guess. I mean like, is it a buff or a nerf? I like to just say it's a buff because now people just look at his hand and they see him just gonna grab you. So it's not really like he got buffed because nothing happened to him and everything happened to everybody else. So untouched character.
he lucked out. And Goku Black, let me see.
Yeah, that character got changed quite a bit.
Made an adjustment so that Goku Black's medium and heavy versions of his fierce God kick no longer locks down even a knockdown opponent. That's the dive kick, right?
I believe that. Yeah.
Okay.
Very weird. Very weird. I guess it was like
it's almost 16ish. The same treatment. Yeah. Like the hard knockdown is no longer gonna be a deal, or lockdowns even. Oh, okay. It like the wording is off. If they're saying no longer locks down, like are you talking about block stun? What are we talking about? Lockdown?
I think it was like he would be able to do it, and it would give him advantage because usually if he puts you in block stun, he can air dash afterwards.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was giving him plus.
Isn't Vanish? Wasn't Vanish another thing that got hit? Vanish isn't it no longer?
No, Vanish did not get touched.
Okay, Vanish didn't get. Oh yeah, that's right. They didn't hit any of the mechanics. That's right. That's the big thing everyone's looking for. Making Vanish. They don't want Vanish to be that's what people want. They don't want Vanish to be plus as much anymore.
So
they want it to at least be like even or negative.
Well, no. Here's the thing. We can't make it even because we talked about it when I went to this weekend. I did go to Xanadu. Shout out to Xanadu. Amazing place.
I've seen the screenshots. I saw your story.
My thing is this. I talked with a bunch of players, and we all agreed that because everybody has a 5-frame, 6-frame start for jabs, Vanish should be -2. Let's just be realistic here. Vanish should be -2 on block, and that's that. But if it's at a certain height, that's higher than it should be,
Mm-hmm.
meaning you're using it in the wrong sense, then it should be negative. We're saying -7, meaning
So you can jab.
so you can jab
punish.
no matter what.
Okay.
We feel that's respectable, and that means plus -2 for anybody who tries to do a jab in their 0 and somebody has 6 frame and they have 5 frame. They beat you out just because they vanished.
Gotcha. Okay. You know what? Now that you make sense.
So
Okay.
we want that's what we want, and I think that's the most suitable. But I mean, they touched other things in this game, in this patch, which was Dragon Rush. So
Yes.
when you natural tech, whether it be up, down, left, or right, or whatnot, people used to be able to do meaty Dragon Rush, and when you get meaty Dragon Rush, it was almost like you had to tech it. You had no other option. So if you tried to tech up and then jump, you would get Dragon Rushed. Now what they did is they made the envol frames for when you tech a lot longer, which means you can't press a button until a certain time frame. So
Okay.
which is fair. I guess what they're doing is once you hit a jab, you're automatically out of envol.
Yeah, because this Dragon Rush is not your. It's the throw mechanic of the game, but it isn't like your typical throw where you have to be in this range.
Exactly.
Like there's a certain distance it covers. So like you have to take into account all of that, and the way they're going about it, I could see that. That's like the only way I could really see them answering that. So okay, good on them.
Yeah.
Good on them. But yeah, those are the patch notes. There is still a variety of other characters we haven't touched on. We only got like a little bit of time today for each subject. But yeah, you guys can check those out. They're on all the standard area. Sure you can. Event hubs, ArcSys, Twitter, posted it up as well.
Bandai,
you'll see it somewhere.
I believe has it on their site too somewhere.
Yep. So yeah, the patch is live. We'll see. We'll give it a little bit. It takes a little bit for this, like the effects of the patches to really come through, and affect the actual competitive scene. But probably by the next show we'll get a better handle on things. We'll see. Like everyone's just instantly going, Kid Buu, Cell,
which I don't
Goku
think
Black.
I don't think it's wrong. I just think people are jumping the gun too soon, and they're gonna soon learn.
Someone's going to stay true to the character.
It's you who's not a good player.
Ooh,
it's really, honestly, you're banking off of a character. So eventually when everybody gets nerfed that they like, then they have to play characters they don't like. Let's say like Yamcha gets buffed. Guess what? Yamcha's a very weird character.
He is very
Won't
odd.
catch me playing him.
It's going to be a while. All right, so we got – see, this is the shit I mean. I will look at a document, and I will set everything up, our notes.
Yeah.
And then right when showtime happens, Meza decides to add something without telling me. And so I'm seeing
I just found out
Blade
about
Strangers.
All right, so
– all right, get the show's to you, man. The floor's all yours. So we got a trailer here.
all right, so Nicholas Inc. Created this really, really cool game called Blade Strangers, which I get a free copy of. So I want a free copy, might I add. I want to talk about it. We'll talk about it another time. But this is one of the first characters, Isaac. If you guys remember The Binding of Isaac, he is now officially in the game. As one of the
I've seen this game.
New characters. Very fascinating character, actually. He uses a lot of the things that you'll see in The Binding of Isaac.
It's a very dark game.
He's just one of the 3 DLC, three of the announced characters, which is it's pretty cool. They're like, they actually asked, who would you guys like to see in our game? And people put that character, so he's here.
Okay, all right.
So I thought that was fascinating in its own. Looked really good.
So what else we got here?
Next we got.
Hold on, let me add the 2 trailers up.
So we have basically Quote. So if you guys remember Cave Story, and the main character, his name is actually Quote. Cave Story is actually this is him. He's in the game. He looks a little bit like Mega Man to me.
Yeah, very Volnut, Mega Man Legends feeling over here.
But damn that damage.
Is this game out?
Not yet.
Okay. It looks clean. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
it looks good. It looks like fun,
so
and it's on the Switch.
PS4 and
PS4,
and
Switch, and Steam. Yeah, making
So
waves.
it's not like it's a bad pickup if anybody's looking for it. But of course, it wouldn't be a game if we don't have more characters announced. And this is Azure Striker from Gunvolt 2. So I'm pretty sure you're hype about this now.
I like me some Gunvolt. When I saw that, I was like,
he's
oh,
gonna
okay.
be dirty.
Air dash. He's so dirty that he froze it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
So it has a little bit of. I feel like it's a little bit of Kai Kisuke there. So
The
what's cool
big
about
ass
this-
sword was like a giveaway for you.
Yeah, I just think that this game is really interesting because it is an indie game technically by a company that's putting it together, but it's doing a really, really awesome job with their community. And I think this is going to be one of those games that if you don't really feel like playing anything else, you don't have anything competitive, this might be something to pick up with your friends.
Just a
like
fun, casual game to
Yeah.
play, man. Hell yeah.
pick up
And-
Switch, Steam, any of the consoles, which I think is cool.
All right, cool. So Blade Strangers, pick it up. Meza, he approves. So that's what's up. So next we got Street Fighter V. Not much in the way of Street Fighter V as well. This is just a quick reminder. So,
Goddamn.
the costumes that come out for the fight money or the challenges. Right now, the last piece for the Forgotten Soldier, which is, I almost said Kyle, for Guile's outfit, is out. You can get it. The Event Hub's posted up.
Commando?
No. Forgotten Soldier. He's from a different game.
Yeah, he looked like Bionic Commando.
It's Capcom. Everybody. Zero
looks
and
like-
Mega Man.
look
Ryu and Ken. Brown hair. Blue energy. He's
Fair enough.
Mega Man is brown hair. Blue robot. Zero yellow and
They're just
blonde.
going with this.
That's
I
a
see.
thing. That's an
That's the
ongoing
theme.
thing. It's like their
Okay.
signature. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, just a bunch of color variations. Just want to give you guys a heads up. I don't know what jungle
Yellow, green.
you're gonna be like
that looks
camouflaged
terrible.
in, bro. But all right.
I don't
Maybe that's
know.
why he's forgotten. He's so good at it. Okay,
That one
I
looks
take that
nice.
back. This one.
That reminds me of like
It's kinda fire.
is it Soviet Union? Which one wears red? They actually
Soviet
have,
Union hasn't. I thought you talking about. I thought you said USSR for a second. I was like,
No,
that
no.
hasn't been a thing for a while, bro.
I mean, like way back. There was somebody who used to
That's-
wear red color, red and blue. Forgot what army
I
that
don't
was. It looks dope though. I like
There's
it.
mad. But yeah, so make sure that you can pick that up right now. You just have to get your fight money on. If you did the challenges, I think it was like you have to beat Guile without getting. Not. Is it touched, right?
I don't know. I was gonna say if it's touched, that's
I
crazy.
I felt like it was without getting touched, either perfecting him or like without like losing to him.
Never
One or
played
the
it.
other. Yeah, it was pretty beefy. But remember, if you didn't get any of the pieces, unfortunately, you're not eligible to get them if they're all out. You have to like follow along with it. That's how they get you. You gotta like
Yeah.
stay active in the game
I
as
think
it's
my roommate
happening,
actually
so.
has all of the skins right now,
Wow,
and the DLCs. Like he has all of it. I don't get it.
he's a Capcom boy, true and true. So yeah, actually that's gonna it for game updates. Like I said, it's been pretty
Fast.
scarce. Only we got E3 coming up in June. We're not expecting
Yeah.
to see a lot of big announcements. I mean, games are coming out. Tag is happening at the end of this month. Let me see what else. I feel like something else is dropping in June. Oh, is KOF is
Oh,
dropping?
SNK
Oh,
Heroes.
well, no, that's September. Sorry, but like I mean, they're not
Still
gonna like.
close. Still
Yeah,
around the corner.
it's gonna be a while before we really get any more announcement of that, especially with the other 4 characters that we're missing.
Yeah.
So we expect 2 more trailers coming out of there. So with that, we're going into the randoms of the FGC. This is when we're going to talk about what's going on behind the water cooler that is the fighting game community. I don't know what.
That's how I feel every time we talk about randoms.
It's nothing new,
Because
man.
it blows your mind.
It does something all right. I don't know about blows my mind, but so OG steps into Super Smash Brothers by signing Swedish Delight. So it's an esports team that's actually they've been specialized in Dota 2. So we have a new esports team that decided to be like, oh, you know what? I want some of this fighting game cake. Let me have some of that and try it out and see what happens.
I think it's dope to see more companies investing into
Oh yeah,
I
I mean
Smash
it's-
mainly.
Smash, it's its own thing.
But what's weird is
like-
they have so many top
Yeah,
sponsorships from
Like-
teams that are part of bigger games. So
yeah. And then if you don't play Smash, sometimes you get the weirdos. Not okay. I don't want to say
it's
you're
true, no,
weird.
It's true.
Not weirdos. Like more the not like as mainstream companies. I don't want
Yeah.
I don't want to piss nobody off. I mean, I piss you off. Sorry, but like it is what it is. Some companies that are just not as well known. They're just
More startups.
like startups. Stuff like that. You see those more often. Smash, it always gets the liquids,
Cloud9.
the optics, the OGs. They've been in the game for a long time, and they decide to always go for Smash. I'm wondering why. Is that Nintendo
I
money?
mean, let's be realistic here. They're making moves to the point where they can always, if somebody decides to monopolize over Melee alone, like all the tournaments, like Riot did for their own tournaments,
Yeah.
and just make a ESL version, it's
But
over, man. They're making money.
Yeah, if Nintendo lets them.
I'll be real.
Cease and desist. Stopped. Like
Oh, man,
instantly.
that would be bad.
Instantly. So we got a little trailer here going on, minute trailer. Man, 29,000 views.
Jersey boy.
Is he?
Yeah, he's Jersey. I'll explain a little bit.
But they said he's Swedish.
No.
Oh, Swedish Delight's literally his name. My bad. I thought they were like saying he was just Swedish. Okay.
Oh my God.
block. How is it shy grab on shield? Oh, and up smash on, and Swedish wins!
Swedish wins.
Damn, he's we put in work.
He's good, man.
Again,
Chic player, huh? I respect the Chic players.
Uh-oh, no jump. That's it. One more back air, and Swedish Delight wins the tournament from winner.
Oh yeah. OG's owned by Red Bull, by the way. Just
Isn't
in
that
case you're
crazy?
wondering. OG's owned by Red Bull. I completely forgot that little detail.
So yeah, he's a Jersey local. He goes to Rutgers. Usually competes there whenever they have tournaments. Supports a lot of the scene out in New Jersey.
I wonder if
but
he was at the Scarlet Classic.
That was a lot.
I wonder if he was at the Scarlet Classic.
I think he was there. He was there.
Okay. But yeah, he's not the only pickup actually as well. So Forger Esports has picked up Human Bomb.
I saw
part
this.
of the esports team. Yep.
I don't know too much about Forger Esports. I've been trying to learn a little bit, but I mean, I haven't really like dove into them. You know how I like to always like check out these different companies, but
Yeah.
this is a newer one that I've never seen really actually.
Yeah, the name didn't really stick out too much, but they, as they're stating here, you know, we got Dota, Counter-Strike, CS:GO, and PUBG, as well as a number of mobile games, which is interesting that that's
Yeah.
like what they're highlighting. They could be niche, which is fine. I mean, Human Bomb, he's been around the block for a good while now. I think, you know,
I don't think he would
if
just
he
join
sniffs a
anybody.
red flag, I think he'd be smart enough to not deal with that. But, you know, we'll see. Hopefully Forger Esports lets him go out to much more events. We get to see more of him.
And he's the first on their team as a
Street
fighting
Fighter.
game player.
Once
so-
again, ready? Let me get a little piece of
Yep.
that FGC cake right
I
over
feel like
here.
anybody who gets picked up like this into as the first player for that team have so much flexibility, but so much to prove at the same time.
You do, because they're like, hey, you know, we decided to make this investment in you. You're obviously good. So I'm like, great, you picked us up, or you picked me up. But then the other side is, oh, shit, I better deliver, or else they might be like, this was a mistake,
Exactly.
get cut. Yeah. So basically next, besides that, that's all for pickups. That's all
Yeah.
for pickups. So who got on is done. So this is an interesting one. This actually dates back. It was just kind of like updated like not too long ago, but it was a posting that happened about 2 months ago. I know it seems like it's a very long time, but I remember seeing it. We might have even, I'm pretty sure we covered this.
We definitely covered it, but we were like, how real is it? How
Exactly. So the post from this particular user, which is let me see if I can remember his name, Das Vergeben. Sorry, bro, if I butchered your name. You know, early on he posted about Soul Calibur 6. He talked about fighters and the DLC, which now looking back, the reason why it's being brought up, I was like, oh,
It's pretty accurate.
it was actually pretty on point. Minus the whole JoJo's thing. Apparently that's actually false. So that's like a big fake out. Sorry, JoJo fans. I'm not, as of this moment, we're not hearing anything about a game. So fighters, the DLC, they're talking about season 2. And by the way, all these sources is coming from an employee from Bandai Namco that is just got let go,
Yeah,
for
so-
lack of a better term, and he's kind of pissed. So basically, insider threat, kind of.
sucks,
So
man.
if you're like real corporate, you know what that term means. This is what happens.
Like, how can you even go around? Like, how can you even be like,
'Cause
no, that's not
apparent-
what we're really doing.
Yeah, right. So it's hard to kind of come back on it. So it's really interesting. I like. So we got the DLC and the noted ones. Now that we got some more credit, the man's got credit,
Yeah.
right? He's got street cred. He kind of told us already about the characters for the first DLC coming around. Now we got another set stating Tapion and Gogeta,
Tapion.
which, yeah, Tapion, go with that.
I got you.
The reason those make sense, A, they're movie characters specifically.
Yeah.
Tapion being the one that I think that's the Dragon Punch movie. So he is, quick lore, he was like from some other alien planet. Him and his
Bojack.
brother both had flutes that contained this monster that they both sacrificed themselves to contain. He can't go to sleep. He comes to Earth. Eventually, crazy plot that involves Dragon Ball Z fighters. The main thing is, that's the movie origin of where Trunks gets his sword. He carries Trunks' sword originally, and he gives it to him by the end of the game. It'd be cool to have him in because he could fight. Like, he could swing
Yeah,
the
but, I mean,
blade. Like, he knew
different-
how to fight, but not like to the extent that, you know, Goku and them could.
Yeah.
But it'd be interesting as to what they do with him.
I mean, we still need characters that aren't just iconic characters only.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, you can only throw so many Gokus in. Speaking of which, we got Gogeta, Fusion Reborn, movie 13. No, not 13. Can't be 13. I think actually Tapions is
I thought we
it's
had
13.
enough fused characters.
But we got another one though. So
Ah.
Gogeta, you know we're doing one of these.
But, I mean,
It's basically that character
he
against
does fight
Janemba.
differently.
Huh?
He does fight.
I would hope.
We
We
talked
only
about
seen
this.
like 2 moves from him ever. If you don't count the Budokais and stuff where they make more stuff
Yeah.
up for him, we only seen like that weird ball where it's like all rainbowy
Yeah.
and such, and like
I
he
mean-
just like shoots like sprinkles and bedazzles the opponent, and then all of a sudden like their back blows out. That's all I
don't
remember.
know. I mean, I don't
I'm
know.
not
what to say
wrong.
about-
I'm
no,
not wrong.
I know you're not, but
I'm
I don't
not
know what
wrong.
to think of this character right now.
This is legit. So I don't know what they're gonna do. They're definitely gonna do that. But,
Yeah.
you know, they're gonna add to it. I don't know what Mutton Roshi is.
Oh, it's this Master Roshi.
Is that supposed to mean
Yeah,
Master Roshi?
and-
Okay,
and
so Master Roshi, yes. I need to say nothing more.
I just want him to get buffed.
He's
That's
going
it.
to. He is going to. Like Arxis will do
And I
it
need him
correct.
riding on the turtle.
That would be sick too. Videl with Great Saiyaman. It kind of hits two birds with one stone. Like
I'm okay
people
with
kind of want Videl,
Yeah.
but
They also
her by herself, it's like, how much could she really do? Throw Great Saiyaman because people want Great Saiyaman in it, but why not just put them as a duo because that's their thing?
So
I'm
this
for
will be
it.
our second duo character.
Yes.
Which I'm
Actually, it
interested.
might even be a third because
Well,
of
yeah.
who else is left. So Raditz and Zarbon. I guess this is supposed to be the tier of forgettable characters. Because, I mean, Raditz, great. Like, when once you get past the Raditz, the Saiyan Saga, like, Raditz was cool. But it's like, it's the same thing you get with, like, Nappa. You know, like, why would they put Nappa in, right?
I get Nappa.
Nappa kind of had more of an impact. Raditz was
Yeah.
a one and done. Honestly, I growing up, I always thought Raditz was, like, such a missed opportunity. It's like Goku's brother, right? Like, it's spoilers if you didn't know
But
that.
it's like double Sunday. That's all he's gonna be doing.
You remember
I don't
that?
Care.
Yo, I can't believe you remember the name. Double Sunday.
I can't forget it, man. It was something.
His name, his moves were all the names of the week, like
Which made
every
us-
day. That was keep your eye on the birdie. You remember that? Do you remember that original Funimation dub? That was.
Yo,
my
they
joint.
did so much with that character.
Zarbon, you know,
I actually
a
like
Frieza
Zarbon.
goon. If he has some sort of, if he can power up and attack while he's in monster form,
Yeah.
cool. If it's just a level 3, kind of lame
Yeah.
because he didn't really have too much else going for
Because
him.
he was a decent character that had for some reason had like 3 or 4 episodes worth.
Because he had a lot of stuff like him
was
and
like their-
Vegeta
Yeah.
like butted heads a lot.
It was
so
like
they,
the second in command.
Yeah. He was just a minor villain to keep the plot going. And then we got Kaba as well. Okay, look, I'm still like fresh
No,
to
it's okay.
Super. Which one's Kaba again?
Kaba is the one that Vegeta's training.
Oh,
That's
okay.
like
okay, the
kinda like his little
Saiyan
brother.
from the same from the same universe as these two.
Yes.
Okay. So Kaba, yes, why not? Add a little bit of Super in
I like
there.
it.
He's preferably one of the ones we would like to see because there's like a whole other race of Saiyans. They're like the nice ones.
But
Which,
like,
by the way, Toriyama explained a while back, like how Super Saiyans like become Super Saiyans. There's this thing called S cells, right? They need to have enough S cells, but to get S cells, you need to like not be angry. You have to be, I think, more. It's either you have to be more at peace or be more good, which is why it took to like Goku to be Super Saiyan, right? Because he did it for a good reason. He was
Yeah.
and I still explain to me why Vegeta did it, but it explains why these new Saiyans from this other universe were able to do it so easily because they were peaceful. Like
True.
they didn't go out to fight to kill. They went out to protect
well,
or whatever.
technically, Brawly is an exception, so but
I
he's
don't-
not canon, so they don't
yeah,
count it.
Yeah, exactly. Broly's not canon, so you know.
That's why he's a super
Yeah.
special legendary Super Saiyan.
Supposedly legendary. Have you seen that the pick for the new movie?
No.
Okay, they showed the
I-
villain. I'm pretty
I
sure
heard,
already.
but
Yeah.
that one, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. Okay, and so alongside Kaba, we got Kale and with Caulifla. So the Super Saiyan duos are together, which is cool because instantly calling it level 3 will be their fusion, and then
I
they
don't like
separate
it.
right afterwards.
I don't like it. I want a Kefla.
Just by herself.
Just Kefla by herself. We could still have the Kaba. Kale,
Yeah, between the
Khalifa,
two, I
but-
would have liked her more.
What? Just Kefla.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Hands
Yeah.
down. I would have liked just Kaba and then just Kefla, separate.
Yeah. Well, remember, taking all this with a grain of salt. Like, my man's got credit. We're not 100% sure
True.
if this is what's going to happen, though. And we're stating all the DLC, the current Season 1 DLC, which he's stating cooler. So that means
Which is
my
fine.
whole thing of making the last one being them might not happen.
So I have to take that
should
mod
be
out.
This should be out. They should all be out, including 17. Should be out by July.
So I have to take that mod out.
Yeah.
For Frieza.
Yeah. Sorry, bro.
Damn you.
I mean, it was a great mod. Holds you
Oh
over,
no, it's
but-
awesome.
But yeah, we all knew who did it first, though. We all knew who did it
I'm
first.
sad. Oh, and 17 still supposedly
Yes,
confirmed.
yes.
Which I'm actually excited to see what they do with him.
It'd be cool if it'd be cool if they flipped it. Like it would still be he calls 18, but the movesets are still different. Like they have to be
Oh,
different.
like,
Like,
they're like
it
the
could still be
super
the same
moveset.
concept, but say instead of like say their concept is vertical, like 18 with 17 is vertical, 17 with 18 should be horizontal. Like
get it, yeah.
do a complete twist on how their
'Cause-
gameplay should be.
I mean, if you think about it, 18 and 17 right now are currently like almost, if anything, they're Dragon Ball. They're just Dragon Ball Z style.
Yeah.
And then just use the super style for them, where she's a lot less energy based. She's not throwing destructive discs. She's
Yes,
running around.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Flip it
I
on
think
them.
they'll be fine with that.
Yeah. And then we went off to some. This is a Reddit post, by the way, guys. You can still find it. It is former employee leaks info for Soul Calibur 6 and DB Fighters. It is a 2-month-old one, so you're going to have to do a little bit of digging. But, yeah, you should be able to find it. No problem. You want to get the details on anything else. But, yeah, that actually does it for this. And we're going to lead right into what is our next part here where we got. Oh, so
We still got
so-
one more, yeah.
Summit of Power. Yeah. Summit of Power, the voting, our last show,
They
it
narrowed
had
down.
just started, and now they're going to start cutting down. So they got the top 20 in. Well, they had the top 20. The 9 today changed that. So there's a voting schedule at the Smash GG page that you can see. On the 9th, they cut the bottom 4 players
Damn.
that got voted in. Unfortunately, our boy Rogue Yoshi in the other room, he was there. I think he was like 18th at one point. Didn't make the cut. So the last 4 got cut out. You still have time to vote for the remainders right now because the next bottom 4 will be cut on the 11th. And then after that, they're going to actually start picking off who the top players are. So right now, top number 1 player, Yohosi,
Which makes sense.
Go Tanks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thought so. All right.
Which
With
I'm-
a strong lead, by the way.
What's weird?
900 plus
Yeah.
votes on
What's-
Cloud 805.
What's weird is Cloud is higher than most of the other people who've been out to events more.
Like placing-wise, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So like, I'm kind of
Well,
shocked. But
the
Cloud
underground-
has a big
the-
following though,
Cloud has a following known as the best Dante by the end of Marvel 3, the most stylish.
which is hard to fight against.
You can't.
just
You
be
really
honest.
can't argue that. He was ridiculous. Go watch his Evo combo from like 2015, where he used every TAC direction, hard knockdown. He used like every mechanic in one combo, like level 1s, both his level 1s and a level 3, all in the same combo. And I don't think he used X Factor. That's the kicker.
Yeah, no.
I do not believe he used X Factor,
He-
which
he
is just
rarely does.
nutty. So yeah, so Cloud 805 right behind it. So and Lord Knight bringing up third. Actually, he's really close to 805 as well. So
Yeah.
shout outs to Lord Knight, New Jersey representing. So yeah, 14th is one where they're gonna start picking the players. So top 1 will get picked, bottom 3 will eliminated, and then on the 15th, the top 2 will be invited, and then the bottom 2 will get eliminated. Leaves 4 more, and then they'll take the last 2 from there. So it's really gonna come into, I believe it's gonna be like probably anywhere here. So the kill stage, anywhere between white, black, or no, really it's gonna be anywhere here. 6 and 7 is kind of like where you
Yeah.
want to be end up at.
Yeah, you got to break
So-
that 1,000 mark for sure.
Yes, you're gonna have to break that 1,000 mark. Well, more than just 1,000.
Shout out
1,000
to
to get
Brick-
8th
Huh?
for Supermoon. 1,000 to get 8th.
Yeah.
But then past that, you're talking 1,300 and
That's
above.
a jump. But you know, shout outs to obviously Breaker Dave, because Breaker Dave comes out here and plays
Yep.
another local.
Yes, he
which
does.
I'm surprised he got further than Rogue Yoshi, which is surprising too.
Yeah,
But
I
hey,
mean, it's
look,
all about marketing. I mean, I don't know
True.
which of these players had a chance. Oh, it even shows you the eliminated ones. Kane Blue didn't make it SQ and Timo. But still, it won't be the last time we hear from these guys, of course. We're
so
going
real
to see
quick,
them in
is this an
tournaments.
achievement? Being able to still break top 16 and being picked to go to Summit of Power, which is Power Summit, which is, in my opinion, I think that means you're
Summit of Power, bro.
Summit of Power. To me, I think that's a notable thing. That's like
It's good because it kind of, what it shows is really like how, I want to say how marketable because it's all about the community. It's about who they want to see out there.
Yeah.
So are they prioritizing variation among anything else, or they just want really good gameplay? You know, we'll see. Like, I think it's solid enough that we're going to get, I mean, for one,
that she's in.
Go
Guaranteed.
Tanks. Like, that's already,
Guaranteed.
they like, we want to see Go Tanks. If you are
I
like
wanna
the
see it.
premier specialist for a character and you're putting your tech out there and people are seeing it, like, you know, this is what happens when you put yourself out there. So, might be a little bit of a lesson for those that are trying to make their way through this. And one other thing that you might want to check out is they got all kinds of cool things you can
Yeah.
back, right? I just want to put this not on blast, but it's just funny because it kind of was thrown around. You yourself can go
Oh.
to Summit of Power for the real cheap price of $750.
Bro,
No trip or housing included.
which is wild.
I mean, this is not really meant for the average. I think when I first saw it, it was brought to me, and it was like, yo, can you believe this shit?
Who's this meant
It
for?
wasn't really brought. Like, I thought, wow, no regular person. It's just for a VIP. Someone who either wants to support the, because this also goes to the bonus, the actual payout. A certain percentage of this goes out to it. Yeah, lodging and flight not included. However, shuttles from the hotel to house setups for casuals with invited players and 2 daily meals and plenty of snacks are provided. No, I wouldn't pay $750 for
So,
that.
like-
And a hoodie. You get a hoodie.
Do I get to play with them?
Well, you do. You get casuals with invited players and all. So you get to play with whoever already got invited and then whoever's getting voted on, which is cool. But it's not like
like
technically,
Train to
I
Joe.
don't think anyone there, unless they're gonna sign a contract agreement saying I will play with whoever pays
don't
$750
have
to come
to.
out. I could be like, bro, I don't feel like playing you. You're ass.
I mean, like, this would be like training the average Joe, but I don't see anything there. Like, what I'm seeing is this. Because I went to Twitter when I saw this, and I forgot. I didn't know this is where it was.
Yeah.
The Kill Sage, Flux, all of them were like, yo, who's going to be the first one to pull the trigger on this?
Yeah.
If anybody does, it's going to be somebody community-based. It's going to be somebody who really, really wants to support, who
It's-
really wants
yeah,
to
it's
go.
really what
who's
it is.
planning to go. Maybe
20
somebody local.
25% of that is going towards the pot. So
I still can't.
you know, $250. So really, you're paying $500
$250
for
sounds like
for all
$750
that.
sounds like a trip to Japan, maybe Evo. or
Evo is close to that, and I'm talking with
Yeah.
5 days at the
by yourself in the
not
hotel
not the what is it? Not the Bay one.
with the MGM.
Maybe it might be, but yeah, it's like 8 and some change. So you can go to Evo for that price.
Exactly.
Ticket and plane included.
Yeah, like.
All right, well, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there. They have some other merch too. I think they even had Roshi glasses. That's the one thing I was kind of like, dope. Not like I'm
that's-
biased or anything with my glasses, but I'm just
I mean,
saying. I was like,
there's
that's
6
kind of,
baggers already,
that's
so
kind of cool. That's
I
about
might
it.
have to jump on that.
I don't know how much for that, but did it say on top? $10.
All right, that's not bad.
Yeah,
You definitely can make.
I
it
paid
yourself,
way more for these, but you know, I'm not saying anything. These were a gift, really. I found them on the street. All right. Anyway, yeah. So that's some of the power. We're gonna go right into. I think actually that's gonna be it for our random section.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. We just wanted to tie it off that $750 seat ticket to play some casuals and watch. Okay, you get to watch it there, but that's still like. I don't got $750 to burn. I would love to. I will do whatever I can to support a community,
Yeah.
but I ain't got $750 to burn like that.
I'm not. That's like 5 tournaments.
Okay, so yeah, with that, we're gonna end our. I know we didn't want to rant, but I ranted
Yeah.
a little bit. Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm just double checking some timing. So with that, we're actually gonna go right into our plug and play. Meza has a lot of stuff, but I think we're only gonna
It's
have
gonna be
time for one specific one. Actually,
I think it's gonna be really fast.
Are you,
I won't.
You gonna make it fast?
Yeah, I'm
All
gonna
right,
make it really fast.
Put
So,
a timer
guys,
on.
So real quick, guys, all this is just going through a few options that you might have. You're looking for something on the road. You're like, I need to record stuff, or I need to just stream.
That's also good.
Avery Media
You
Live.
always want your offline matches. You always want your
Exactly.
offline matches.
This is important. I wish I had this when I was traveling. It's a little expensive, but the payoff is so much better. You can throw in an SD card. You can throw a lot of stuff into it. You can upload right then and there. So really good pick if you're looking to stream off a laptop or off your computer or something like that. But that's an option if you guys are looking for a portable, pretty much.
And a 2-year warranty
Oh yeah.
after registration. That's pretty good.
I mean, this is, and it works on all systems. So
sick.
can't
All
go
right.
wrong with that.
So Avery Media Live Gamer Portable 2 for about what $133, but that's used though.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, I mean,
there's like new or new.
Probably
You
for
can
like
definitely still find it, but it's probably gonna stay around that range, 130 to 150 or something.
I mean, it's
like
not. Yeah, it's not that bad either way. But this is a good option if you're looking for it. I've tested it, seen quality. It's really good afterwards.
that. All right, cool. And what else we got next?
So we can go to. We could do the next one.
We'll do this one.
Yeah, we just do that one.
All right,
I want
cool.
to talk about the other one. So guys, if you're looking for something specific, I actually have it myself here. The Void Pro, here.
There you go.
Man, look at that. It's all like so. The
This
Void
place. Hold on. We are not endorsed in any way,
At
shape,
all.
or form by Corsair Gaming. All our opinions are our opinions only, and we are not paid for this advertisement. Go.
So guys,
I'm
I
good.
bought this myself. I was very hesitant. It's not that expensive, honestly, if you're looking for a wireless headset that actually works. Like, you could literally go downstairs. You can go to the bathroom. You could be anywhere in your house.
He's legitimately been on Skype calls with it in the bathroom.
I have. It's crazy. But the quality doesn't drop when you do go to a certain extent within the house. I've even walked to my car outside.
With these on?
Huh?
With those on?
Yeah, with these on, man. And it has a extender.
Man, you were picked on. You were picked on in elementary school, weren't you?
So once again, the Void Pro, it's a really cool one. I definitely think for the price, it's a good bang for your buck. So if you're looking for something for your laptop on the road, really just want wireless, you don't want to have all those wires, this is probably a good option.
There you go. You can get them in white, red, or carbon.
Did you say carpet?
Carbon.
Oh, I thought you said carpet. I was gonna be like,
$74.99. Actually, that's a pretty good price.
It's not bad.
Pretty good price. Yeah, and Corsair. I have their keyboards. I use a K65 at home. I have some go-to LAN stuff as well. But no, Corsair has some pretty good stuff when it comes to headsets. And yeah, that's gonna be it for our plug-and-play segment, or Mezza's plug-and-play segment, of course. And we're gonna go right into our focus attack. This is gonna be a little interesting topic where we're gonna actually get some initial impressions of our players out here that have been like just grinding it out, enjoying the BB tag. All right, bro, slow your roll. You haven't been playing. These Unil players, are just like not joking. Where's Jay at? Get Kyle. I need Jay. Where's Jay at?
I don't want to like scream into the
no,
mic.
Scream.
Kyle.
Yo, Kyle. Where's Jay? We need Jay. Giuliano. Yeah. All right, get him over here when we get the chance. Yeah. All right, we'll primer this. We'll primer this anyway while we're waiting. Okay. Thanks, producer, for yelling. Everybody's just yelling. So BB Tag is out, and with that, we've got 4 different games that have now been, put together, mashed up. Persona, Unil, Blaze Blue, and, of course, Ruby. When I first saw it, I was like, oh, wow, this is going to, like, unite all the enemies, right? Lord Knight shut that down. I was like, no, it's not going to unite us, but it might still be fun, and it might bring more people together, which, in essence, is what I thought was happening. So I kind of wanted to get impressions of each, like, person that's coming from each specific game, because they're going to be the best ones to really know, how their characters or that system has really transitioned over. Fun fact, the Persona, one thing I learned, remember how we talked about how they can't be broken?
Yeah.
They're still in effect. They can't be broken, but if you hit them, you're still taking life away from the opponent.
Yeah, that I did find out, yeah.
I saw that, and I was
cool.
like, okay, there we go. Because they're not going to be as broken as I thought, like taking away that primary thing where, you can only throw your Persona out with caution, because you could always get it destroyed, and then there goes half your kit. They got rid of that, but now it's an extension of you, so they're going with if they get hurt, you're getting hurt too.
There's risk and reward.
Which means there's still a risk now, which is good. That's how they should have been. That's kind of like how that entire game basically played out.
So don't play Persona characters, guys.
Don't say that.
No.
But initially, I'm hearing Marvel 2. I know this sounds wild. I'm hearing Marvel 2 feeling.
That's cool.
Certain things like movement is peaking some of them, because you're constantly there's no dash. It's as you move, forward movement, it still already feels like a dash. It isn't slow like walking. It's there's.
It's instant or.
Yes, yes. Backwards is the only one that they're stepping.
I can see it as they're.
Yeah, I kind of couldn't tell at first, but once they got brought up to me, I was like, oh, okay. And already we're seeing certain characters who is the Scythe character from Unil?
From Unil.
That's Gordo, isn't it?
Gordo, yeah.
Gordo. I'm gonna say Gordo.
That's how it's taught.
He is really good. He's way better than he was in Unil than in here now. The hip, I thought they were gonna shorten things his hitbox on certain stuff when it's a Scythe. One move that has him spinning takes up half the screen.
He's ridiculous this time,
and it's really hard to punish.
It's okay. So originally in Under Night, the first version, first iteration, it was you couldn't punish it. It was rarely a chance to do so unless he whiffed it completely, and it's still hard to punish it. But now they've made it even better. It's he got nerfed during the second iteration of Under Night, so Under Night EXE. He got nerfed, but then he got reverted back and then buffed in a sense. So now he's a lot scarier of a character, and I think this is kind of going to be the route. This is Cell for this game almost. In a sense.
That's what it's feeling like right now.
He's definitely going to be a strong character. Same with V13 or V14? V13.
13.
Yeah.
13.
So
13.
definitely seeing some of that play. A lot of people are running to the basic 4 characters that were announced in the beginning, which is I see a lot of Jin. I've been seeing a lot of Ragna. I've been seeing a lot of
Ruby.
A lot of Ruby. But I've been seeing a lot of I'm so gonna mess up her name. Is it you?
What is it?
Just not even gonna try. The one that's on the screen right now. He's gonna pick her probably. Right there, yeah.
Who is it?
She's part of Persona. She's
From
part of
Persona?
Yeah. She's on the screen right now. Yukiko.
Yukiko?
Yeah. She's been like really highly picked, even online. Everybody's been playing her. But she does have a self-heal.
Yes.
I
believe she had that in Persona as well. All right.
And it's a little bit slower, but yeah.
So initially, like we said, it's interesting. Right now, there hasn't been any kind of blaring red flags from anyone that's been playing it all day, who's come in and just like set. Like we have like I think 3 or 4 setups right now. No one right now is currently like losing their mind over anything stupid, but no one. But at the same time, no one's saying like they're blatantly like their characters are not correct. They feel wrong or they've been changed in some way, shape, or form that's hindered their playstyle because, you know, the gym player here, I'm going to bring him over. And I feel really bad because I cannot remember his tag off the top of my head. And I don't know if he wants me to put out his name. But, like, he's been playing Jin. He's normally gets in Guilty when we're playing XR, not Guilty, excuse me. When we're playing Blaze Blue or whatever, he does pretty well. He usually gets in the top 3 or something like that. So he's very consistent. And, you know, he's been playing it since he got in here. As a matter of fact, he's like the first one in. I haven't heard a single complaint yet. He's been able to take his gameplay from Blaze and just
transfer it.
Just click export, click import, save as, BB tag, and it works.
So I did get a chance to check out some streams last night when it went live instantly. I was watching a little bit of Sonic Fox.
I didn't know he was playing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So remember, he used to play Under Night. So
you are right. You're right. You are correct.
He was big into. He played a little bit of Persona, but he was more into Under Night than anything. But the biggest thing about that was I was watching some of the stuff he was doing, and I was like, okay, it looks good online. It looks like it's functional. Whoever he's playing against, there's no lag. I'm not seeing it. And then I watched the Brett. To me, the Brett is like how they have like Dasset Bro over there. The Brett's kind of taken over that role of I am the anime guru. I will commentate these games, also Gundam and stuff like that. And he usually runs tournaments online. And I was watching him play, and he was like talking about Ruby, and he's like dashing around with her, and he's like, "Wait, hold on, I can hit one button after I start to dash, and I can just dash around whenever." He was like, "This is insane," because you got to look at it from the standpoint. These guys have been playing for a long time, but they haven't been playing every game. The Brett's been playing all these games at once. And he's noticing Ruby characters that are new have all these different functions that are just a little wild and are going to be a little crazy for this game. Everybody's saying this game is supposed to be like, they put everything together and said, just throw it there. Just throw whatever. We don't care. Let it just go wild.
All right, so fresh off the bathroom, we got homeboy Initial J coming in. Yo, Jay, we ready for you. So if you want, Meza, do you want to step off or do you want to take it in? It's up to you, man. I'm letting it up to you. You got 2 seconds to decide.
I'll stay on then.
Oh, you stay? All right, come here. All right, so we're going to transfer you over. This is going to be Jay, and we're going to get his impressions on Eunice right now.
Oh.
What is going on, sir?
Pretty good. Pretty happy today.
So you guys know this guy went to Xanadu this weekend, got second.
Bodied.
No, he got second place in Under Night. All right, so he's not too happy about it, but he's happy.
I'm okay with it.
So obviously, Cross Tag is out.
Yes. If you pre-order Cross Tag is out. So it's a very expensive beta.
Yeah.
It's a $75 beta.
Oh my God! Wait, 70? You couldn't get the $50 one?
Okay. Well, no, I want the. If you get the deluxe version, you get that the DLC, all the characters, the season pack.
So it's like okay.
Yeah, so I was like, I'm already gonna chuck the 20 anyway. So
why not waste? Yeah.
Yeah. So I got that. If you pre-order the 51, you still get apparently the base.
You get the 20 characters, yeah. But
yeah.
you get the DLC when they come out.
So pre-orders today, you get the entire game pretty much. Just everything else is locked except like tactic modes, which is tutorial, and 2-player versus.
Didn't they lock story as well?
Mm-hmm.
So they locked 2-player versus?
No.
Oh, that's all you have.
Yeah, that's what we got. However, the free beta comes out Friday. Friday, the free beta though is like not worth.
Yeah, I heard it's like the same thing. 4 characters though.
You basically get the GameStop demo. That's what you get. That's the free
I don't
beta.
want that. I don't want that.
No, but it will have net play too.
Okay.
Which is
So it's good for those players who want to try it out.
exactly. If you want to get a feel for it, cool. But I want it. I mean, I'm gonna buy it anyway. So, like, why would I not just destroy my wallet?
Clearly, your characters aren't in this game. He's always
I'm
not
leaving.
in it.
I'm leaving.
I mean, like,
You know, I was having a nice day and I had to get reminded.
I
of that.
have to remind you, but here's the thing. Because of that, I mean, we know you're a strong player in Under Night. You're a strong player in Blaze Blue.
I'm wired. If you say so.
So,
If you say so.
With your knowledge base off of those games, how vastly different is this game for you?
If you're playing Blaze Blue, you kind of have to like legit sit down and try every button until you find your buttons.
So it's different now.
Yeah, so like 5B for every character, I think it was, so if you do 5B in this game, you get 5C. Your A buttons are your B buttons from Blaze Blue. Your B buttons are your C buttons from Blaze Blue, unless you do 4A. 4A is everyone's 5A in Blaze Blue. It's weird.
Okay.
The uni characters get 2As. That's why I went straight to Lynette. I was like, I pressed 5A and Ragnar, he did Jesus kick. I was like, nah, I'm going. Where's Lynette? Like, give me a uni character.
So do you feel like the people who are going to adapt it most are probably going to be like Under Night or maybe Persona players? Or?
Oh, no. Honestly, you can rock out. Everyone here is trying, like, different characters. It's like a little, like, it's like a 10-minute inconvenience. Once you find your buttons, you're like, all right, cool, we're back to Blaze Blue.
So it's almost like getting into the same games
Except
just with new
tweaked
layout.
around of it. Exactly,
Okay.
yeah. So everyone has they have like a unique version. 5C is like a universal overhead. And once you do it, you get like this cool cinematic and you'll get like a prompt. Once they do it, there's like a prompt where they float and the word crash will come out. If you hit 5C immediately as soon as it comes up, you'll get a damage bonus for doing that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like command. It's like pretty much quick
All
time
out,
action
all
commands, right?
out attack from P4 pretty much.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have that. That's pretty cool.
Except you don't have to like destroy your fingers mashing because you want those 17 hits.
Thank you, thank you so much, Arxis, for doing that for us.
Okay. Oh yeah. So the battle planner is the dude from P4, right? Thank you, whoever the hell you are, for making DPs. Like I didn't want them to be 2 buttons. DPs are 2 buttons, but they're 2 comfortable buttons.
Okay, so that's fine. It's fair.
It's A and D. That's
For
DP.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
In P4, the main reason I couldn't get into it was because the button layout was off for me. Everyone liked it. I just couldn't get into it.
I
So
don't know, man.
my
played it.
DP was like C and D. So I had to like break my fingers to DP. Not in this one. So whoever you are,
Well,
thank you
that's why you're supposed
so
to play
much.
4.
Nah. That's what. That's why.
But, I mean, you come from Blaze Blue, so
yeah,
you
I
wanna
would.
play
I
it like
wanted
that,
BB button.
which makes perfect sense. So
it was awful.
So I guess there's the main thing I would ask is what is probably the significantly most negative thing that you see about the game right now?
Oh my God! Please don't get hit.
Please don't get hit.
Don't.
Is it just the damage is really high? Because I know like
So if you kind of play neutral, whatever, I guess whatever you want to say, you move around and you get hit by like stray hits. 3 straight hits, not even combos, just stray hits. So you get caught in the air or anything, that's half your life bar.
like no combo just.
No.
So they're making it harder for people to just like sit still in neutral. and not block?
Kinda, but it has like compared to DBF. Like I was talking with Saraisu earlier, and his main complaint was that in Dragon Ball he felt like he was always in the air, and he hates that. Which kind of makes sense. It's a Dragon Ball game. Everyone
does.
flies around, whatever. So. But he started playing this, and we started playing. He noticed that he spent like half the first match on the ground, and he was like, "I'm comfortable." And then he looks at me and he goes, "This has ground game." I was like, "Yeah." And then he goes, "Dragon Ball doesn't have that." I
It
was
really
like,
doesn't. it really
he
doesn't.
was like, it looked like someone made his day. He was like, I could just block on the ground, and I don't lose my turn. Push block is wild.
Oh, so they have push block in this
Yeah,
game,
it
and
costs
it's-
1 bar,
Okay.
but it literally just resets you back to neutral.
So is it neutral or like full screen?
Full screen. Like I push blocked, and you just see like, this is the character that push blocks, this is X character doing whatever. You push block, and you go from here to here. And I was like, no. You just look at him and go, we're playing neutral. Sit back there.
So I'll make it really quick. 3 positive things that you think was done right with this game, and 3 negative things now that you finally got to play it.
Multi-assists, DPs are comfortable. The button layout feels comfortable. Like, I'm playing BB layout, and then just circle is your partner assist, whatever you want to call it. And honestly, I like that it's just it's like a weird mashup. Like, someone was calling it on my Twitter. They were calling it, like, Blaze Blue Mugen. And I was like, I can see why you wouldn't like that.
That makes sense.
But after a bit, it's like, it just feels really fun. Personal note, I fucking love the auto run.
The auto run?
There's no walking. You tap forward, you start running. So if you play anyone that doesn't have a dash startup, like Ragnar, who like does this weird like, and then he starts running, you literally have the weirdest looking movement compared to everyone.
Because it's like non-committal almost.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's so far it's really fun for me.
So 3 negative things that you feel it doesn't have to change, but something you might want to see different.
I would like a little bit less damage.
Little bit.
Kind of just getting, like, I'm playing Linné, and I'm pretty sure what I'm doing is not even optimal. But I'll do like 2A, and off 2A I can do like 55% in the corner.
Well, that's a beta.
Yeah, but like everyone so far is making it seem like that's not going away.
Okay.
Like, that's the only complaint I have. I don't like. Well, no, that's not the only complaint. I have the complaint I have from Marvel Infinite. I don't like that active switch, like, not active, whatever it's called here. It's pretty much active switch. I don't like that it's free. I don't like that it's damn near, like, instant. It actually has less cooldown than Marvel.
What? Wait, you're telling me you could just do it, like, whenever?
So there's a dedicated switch button. Like,
Okay.
once you tap it, your character just kind of vanishes, and the other one just runs in. Me and Suraisu found that, like, you can literally, like, hit it, and as soon as their face leaves the screen, you can just do it again. They have, like, that when
That
you
might
do
get
it, you know the uni thing when you do, like, your max super and, like, the face comes up, like, a little cutscene? That comes up for, like, a second, and then it leaves after it says change, and you can just change immediately. I don't like that.
Do they lose their health off of that, though?
From what I noticed, no.
All right. So I need one more thing.
Just tag in and be like, all right, cool.
One more negative thing about the game. Unless you can't find one.
If I'd have to pick one, I can't really. So far, I can't.
No, that's a good thing. That's what we want to hear because I feel like people don't hear enough that, you know, what's positive about the game, what's negative about the game, and they usually only hear the positive or only the negative. So the fact that we can bring both together a little bit. But
if you want to nitpick meter gain in Resonance
is it
Blaze,
ridiculous or
in Resonance Blaze, like max level Resonance Blaze, you get 9 bars.
all right, yeah,
That
could be a
doesn't
little
seem
bit
a
much
problem, but then you play against
with the
Narukami.
damage. Yeah, because the damage is high and being able to do stuff with the meter.
Not even. It's like Resonance Blaze. One of the things it gives you is increased chip damage, not actual damage.
Can you get chipped out in this game?
From what I haven't been yet. I might have to sit down and do it with the one man that can do it with Narukami. You do Zeal dying,
Fair enough.
and then you're just in the corner and you're like, this is fine, I'm blocking. Then you look at your life bar and it's literally going. Like,
So that's gonna be a big thing we're probably gonna have to see because it is a versus game. It is
yeah, there's gonna be some wild stuff.
yeah. So do keep in mind it is a versus game. A lot of people do look at versus games as really high damage.
Yeah.
So because they're switching and health regen is really high, but obviously I want to say thank you for being on the show. Where can we actually catch you?
Here at work. It's slacking.
Social media wise, besides that local host, guys.
Social media, don't find my Facebook. I don't like using it. Twitter, initial _J28.
Okay.
I couldn't get the account without numbers. Whoever initial _J is, I hate you. I will find you. I want that ad. It's not fair. And I guess on PSN, the same thing. Initial _J28. I don't net play.
So how are they supposed to find you?
Hey, if you just want to talk, I'm down.
Oh, okay. All right. Are you on
If,
YouTube? Or
if I'm here, I net play.
any
Don't tell
YouTube
my boss
stuff?
that I net play at work.
on that play you hear.
I
on
do.
The same network.
I do.
So do you have like a YouTube or anything that they can also follow?
Nah, I don't.
One in the works?
No.
Okay. So
I
just,
might for cross tag. I'll make one. So I'll post that on my Twitter.
Well, thank you, Giuliano, a.k.a. Initial J. for
Anytime,
being
anytime.
on Here. We appreciate it.
Man, it took forever for you guys finally got me to sit in this chair. Y'all been trying this for like a month
It
straight.
was going to happen.
You're right. You're right. That's fair. But now I'm gonna run away.
Oh man, funny guy, but very good player.
He's a good worker.
Oh,
I know he
that's
doesn't net play. He would never do that.
Never net play
Never.
my ass.
Yeah. So I was at the tail end. Not the tail end. I was on the side listening. That actually was pretty cool. I like. It seems overall positive. So
Yeah.
coming from him, I mean, Eunice. You said Xanadu. He definitely plays it to heart. I wanted to get another player in, but we might not have the time tonight. If anything, we'll get some impressions afterwards, and we'll talk more about it on the next show.
Because I mean, here, guys, look, it's the first.
It's the first night. It's the first night. Like
it's not even technically the first night.
It's just like how we did Falk.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you got to give it a little bit. Even though technically Falk had like those red flags from the beginning, it hasn't really changed too much. You know, this is different. It's a complete game. We'll see how it actually will, you know, how it evolve, and it will continue from here on out. And with that, we're going to end our Focus Attack. But we still want to hear from you guys. When we do our little plug-in segments at the end, we want to hear from Twitter, or if you want to, you know, hit us in the chat right now if you happen to be there. Give us your heads up if you have been playing. What do you feel like it? Do you agree with what Jay was saying? Is he full of crap? I'd like to know. It's probably full of crap, but, you know, I'm just saying. So, yeah, that's going to end our Focus Attack, and we're on our home stretch, man. So you know what that is?
It's mod highlight time.
Yeah, let's go. All right, so we got some pretty good ones here. I guess the celebration for Infinity War, it hasn't like really gone away or anything like that. So we got a quick mod here. Actually, let me double check.
Just so you guys know, I just watched Thor Ragnarok.
Oh yeah.
So this is maybe even happier.
This is really more shout outs to Thor Ragnarok. So we got the Jam coming out with what is it? Hella mod for Jury. It makes all the sense for
it. Does.
She is a pretty like cynical character in Thor Ragnarok. She is the original Loki and all that.
Yeah.
Spoilers if you haven't seen Thor Ragnarok. It doesn't really spoil much else. That's just the relationship. That's why she kind of looks very similar to the Loki character that Tom, what is it, Hiddleston? Is that his name? The actor's name?
I don't know the actor.
Well, the Loki that everyone knows.
He's really good.
Everyone knows and loves. This is the original one.
God, man, this mod is actually amazing.
It is pretty good. This is actually
I would
really
just
good.
like to see a sword in her hand, maybe.
The funny thing, well, she uses 2 daggers just like Loki does. It's the same.
yeah.
It's the same 2 weapons. So funny enough, this is actually a bit of an older mod. I don't remember. I would have sworn I think I came across it. I just never got a chance to link it up. But this is coming out from the Jam. It is available now. You can go check it out. Streetmodders.deviantart.com is also the group. That is, I didn't know was also the Jam. It's like Mighty Blitz and N7. Or excuse me, Blitz Mighty N7. Like our Monkey Gigabuster, our usual usual suspects. They actually have
so
a
they're
group.
all like on the same team.
They're actually all like admins, or they started it up a while back. So this is where you get to see a lot of the mods we get to pull from. Well, one of the areas we get to pull from these mods, but this one particularly came from the Jam. It looks dope. I like it. The texture is just on point, and it couldn't fit any better for a character like Jury.
I have no complaints.
Oh, look at that! Like,
hold on. Oh, that looks dope.
He pressed the button.
Because it's hard, like the eye. Oh man.
He pressed the button. All right. So yeah, once again, shout out to the Jam. This actually, this came out back in April. For some reason, it just flew under our radar a little bit. So with that, we're also gonna then jump into our next one. This is by Blitz Mighty N7. Funny enough, we were just talking about. Okay, well, not this. We weren't talking about the purple mattress test. We weren't talking about that. I want to try it.
Oh, absolutely.
But I don't want to break some eggs over my bed either, so I'm just gonna leave it at that.
It seems like we did all fighters last time. Now we're doing like all.
I think there's still a fighters one. There's like a couple fighter ones I wanted to bring up. If I don't have it, they're in my back pocket. But do not adjust your
This
screens,
is
ladies
dope.
and gentlemen. This is Ibuki as Sheik. This is really good. Like actually, like I said, when we talked about Swedish Delight Sheik player, I had come across this mod right afterwards, and it just makes sense.
Can we just come to a conclusion that I love when they do stuff like this, because I get really excited. Like this looks really super good.
It looks dope.
Like okay, the bomb could have definitely had the Zelda symbol on it. That would have been way more dope. But I don't care. It's Sheik in Street Fighter. Why can't Capcom just do stuff like this, please? I know they don't get the rights. They'd get sued.
If Nintendo would just give it to them. But it looks, it's funny. Like as soon as I saw it play, as soon as she did the first kunai, I was like, yeah, this is correct. This is how it should be.
Oh man, this is just like, so it's amazing because it's hard. I feel like it's hard for modders to always stay consistent, finding something worth putting in a game that matches it. And I feel like with this Sheik one, this is like a really, really
But
solid.
like this really matches. Like when you hit it just right.
Yeah. Like
You know,
I feel
one of
like you
those.
should be donated thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
But look, still support them.
And I
guys, 'cause-
think this, I'm not sure. It looks more. This is like N64 Sheik.
Yeah.
Well, no, Twilight Princess because of the hair. The hair is the big giveaway. Because if you remember in Smash where they brought Sheik in and Twilight Princess had already released
have
and they had
ponytail?
that design, that means they already designed a Sheik for Twilight Princess. They just never brought it to that game. But this was the design, and then I guess they went with that, which is my favorite design out of all of them. So. And if that was a Babam, like a Babam,
Yeah,
of
that
Blue,
would've
that
been
would have
way
been dope.
I mean, look, hey, it might be something they work on. It seemed like it was something just put together, clearly published yesterday. So
May 8th, yeah, it got released just yesterday. So I think right now it is currently on a Patreon. I don't know if you have to pay on that one, but if
Yeah.
it's on Patreon, it's a
I
good
feel
estimate
like
that
they
it
know.
is. But I mean, hey, support the mod scene. Look how dope that is.
Is it me, or I feel like they always know when to put stuff out just because we're going to talk about it?
Yeah, with Smash coming up and all that, right? Just keep the all-time hype. Yeah. So with that, let me see. We have one more. Oh yes, this one was my joint.
Oh, this.
Yes, this man
Oh,
is
man.
invading. So we do have a fighters mod. This is Dr. Doom taking the place of Cell. I think of all the characters, his is the best one to do it in. Unfortunately, there is no video on here on Game Banana. I didn't get to download the mod. Maybe we'll have you download it later. Maybe get me some footage of it.
Absolutely. I actually did see it. I was going to download it, didn't have enough time.
This is the actual Marvel 3 model.
Yes.
So this isn't a custom model that was made. This is exactly ripped right out of Marvel 3, then added to the shaders here. That's why it looks a little weird. I think it's still in beta. As you can tell, it's like very bright, like super lime green, no shadows or anything like that. But it looks dope. I like it. I just can't wait to see the intro. I want to see the intro because it'll still look good, like with the metal mask. And it's just like,
I mean,
That'd
I
be
don't mind.
sick.
I don't mind either way.
and then Doom doing a Kamehameha is like something I'm not gonna lie.
It's
Didn't know it was on my list, but now I gotta see it.
like MVC too, like when he does the
The plasma beam.
Yeah, the one where he shoots it out.
Yeah, where
It
there's actual
explodes.
anticipation and, and just like chucks it
I'm
out.
excited now.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So yeah, this lovely mod was rigged up by Rybread. He rigged it and textures. Like I said, there was no custom modeling done for it. This is the Marvel 3 mod, but you can get it at thegamebanana.com. Just look out skins. I think it's currently trending right now. It wasn't trending when I grabbed it, but by the time I did, I started seeing it kind of jump up the ranks there. But yeah, actually that's going to do it for us when it comes to the mod highlights. And not only that, it's also going to do it to us for this episode. Appreciate you guys hanging with us, of course. Another day, another week, another episode, another night.
All right.
Another bunch of games we definitely going to get involved with. So thanks a lot for hanging out with us today on the live show. And thanks to you for listening to us on the road. If you are out there trying to hit up a major, the road warriors out there that are just hitting from spot to spot and just putting us on to listen to kind of get their news for fighting game, everything for the fighting game scene. Thank you once again. We appreciate you hanging out with us. And you can check out our podcast on many different platforms such as iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Overcast for iOS, Google Play Music, Stitcher, Player.fm, Pocket Cast, SoundCloud, Podbean. And if you can't get to any of those, we have our RSS feeds. You can check any of those links on the Mash Those Buttons website. There'll be literally pictures and icons for each and every one, so you can pick your flavor there. And, of course, social media. You can check us out at DoubleTap FGC and our names. Good Q. And our names right here. You can find me, #VS, right there on Twitter. And Meza, they can find literally you anywhere on the internet with that.
I could just lift it up. Daimyo Meza.
Usually see yourself on stream on Twitch hitting the indie games. You're definitely going to be showing off some of those DLC characters most likely once they drop. Did they drop? Actually, I didn't or they're coming up soon.
For the new ones? No, not yet.
Not yet.
TBF
Okay.
Fighters, no, they have not dropped yet.
But if you're interested, there's your stream address right there. Make sure to check that out. And, of course, check out Nerd Street Gamers at N3RDST Gamers on Twitter and MTB site on Twitter as well. For all our other shows, we have our Watchpoint Radio, we have our Wild Talk, we have The Division as well. I didn't forget this time.
Yes.
The Division, Torn of the Goblin, are all other shows for all our other communities out there. Mad love to them as well. And also, of course, Facebook.com/Smash Those Buttons and YouTube.com/Smash Those Buttons. And, of course, NSG TV, which is going to be where all the content for Nerd Street Gamers is, which is Nerd Street Gamers on YouTube. You can also join our Discord at discord.me/Smash Those Buttons and discord.gg/Nerd Street Gamers for all our other communities there. I lurk in there. I admin on some of those things. I
Yeah.
definitely mess around with Overwatch a lot, so you'll catch me on the Nerd Street on that side. And of course, DoubleTap on the Mash one. We lurk. We get people talking to us there. We like to reply to you guys there as well. As soon as send something out, we don't like leaving you hanging. It's just rude. You don't do that.
Yeah, no.
So also the best way you can contact us, not only through social media, but feedback, comments on the Mash Those Buttons website, and of course places on the different platforms such as iTunes. We tend to get all our feedback from there, and if you want to leave us anything there, feel free. It helps us understand what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, like not trying to be late.
I wasn't late. I promise.
I'm watching you, man. And of course, all feedback you guys can give us, we appreciate it, because we always like to improve, kind of, up our game a little bit.
Yeah.
Slowly but surely, it's definitely happening. We're definitely taking in a lot of the feedback you guys have already given us, like showing off tech and all that. We addressed that on the last episode. It's coming. Trust me, it's coming. I'm trying to like make it as fast as possible, but we're doing this for the community. That's why we do it with our community here in place. Literally, like not 2 feet away, something's mashing and the sodium levels get high. This is what we do it for. There's no two questions about it.
Big super shout out to all our international viewers, because you guys always catch us at the weirdest times.
Yeah.
Whether it be streaming or when we're just like having our podcast and you hit us up at the wee hours of like 4 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It does really, really come a long way, and we do enjoy being able to converse with people outside of just, the current states, but being able to talk to you guys that are international as well.
All right. But yeah, once again, guys, thanks a lot for hanging with us on this episode of Double Tap Live. And for those that are listening on the podcast, stay tuned for the next episode, and we'll see you guys next round. Late.